Hello and welcome back to Berserker. We're down in Azerite territory at the moment and I've just taken Qasira, and as you can see our lifelong, well, I want to say friend, but well, technically he's not really anything to us at the moment, or ever, because whenever I've spoken to him he's always been like, oh yes, I'm in an army, so I will not listen to you, sir. And I've always gone away with my disappointment. But yes, anyway, we are down here, and unfortunately I can't zoom out to show you exactly what has gone on with the map at the moment, but as you can see, we are joining the defense of Qasira here. You know, they actually have a pretty decent shot of taking this, amazingly enough, because they have an overwhelming combat strength. They really do. They have a very, very large combat strength. Going to be giving this to Siga as, well, they're basically both the same, and they have both the same support and everything, so it makes no difference to me, but yes, anyway, let's just wait here, and we'll see what happens, whether Saruk actually wants to go through with this siege. If he does, this is going to be a huge error on his part in general. I took Qasira pretty easily though, so maybe it's going to, wow, he's actually going for it. Alright. I'm actually kind of happy about this. I'm actually kind of happy because I love siege defenses. I think they're super fun, and I'm going to try something a little bit different this time around as well, because obviously in the last siege that we had that was a defense, things didn't go so well. I won't go into it any further than that. It's just I made some I made some fun choices, not so much efficient choices, shall we say, and that had, well, slightly bad consequences. Anyway, point is, let's see what we can do here. I have 15 javelins to use. Yeah, it's kind of unfortunate we don't get those extra javelins in siege defenses, but only in siege offenses. That's kind of weird, but oh well, never mind. And otherwise, is there a ballista somewhere? I would like to use a ballista if at all possible. It seems the ladders are coming over here. They did construct a siege tower. I can only hope that our catapults are going to try and destroy that, if possible. If they don't decide to do that, then obviously there's not going to be... I guess it's not going to really make that much difference. What? There's no... Really? This is very strange. I have no idea. Where is the ballista? Oh, actually, we may not even have one, to be honest. We might have only built catapults to defend, which is kind of, well, a little bit disappointing, because I actually like using... Oh no! Okay, well, that's not that bad. We only took about, what, 10% damage or something like that. Anyway, point is, we have a lot of fun using the ballistas usually, and they are using catapults. Oh, that was actually pretty good. Would you mind just moving real quick? Yes, thank you, sir. All right, let me see. A little bit less. Okay, let's fire. Nice. Oh, yeah. That is what I'm talking about. Thank you very much. It's because they set the distance, you see? The AI set the distance, and that's all I needed to do. And then I just needed to reduce it a little bit, because I saw where it landed, and I just needed to reduce the distance. And I'm going to do the same thing again. I'm going to reduce the distance a little, and then we're going to fire again. Boom. Nice. You see all those kills? Oh yeah, you see all those kills? That is fantastic. Alright, so now the enemy is actually starting to move, which is somewhat unfortunate, because that means that I don't think I'm going to be able to do anything here, but I'm going to try a shot. We just about missed them, I believe, but oh well, never mind. We had a lot of fun. That was actually really cool. But bear in mind that obviously I basically just modified things a very small amount from what the AI was already doing, just to make them that little bit more efficient, which I think was pretty good. Anyway, now it is time for us to defend. I might try and pick up the fork this time as well. I mean, obviously I've not really tried that often, because most of the time I'm just fighting so much tooth and nail that I pretty much have to... Are you serious, sir? That was some damn... Are you serious right now? It literally just crashed. Okay. Alright, so this time doesn't seem to be going so well for Saruk here. Oh, wow, he actually still decided to go in. Okay, so I actually thought I would start, well, should we say restart the episode here, because he decided to build ballistas. Not entirely sure why he would do that, but he was fighting my ballistas with his ballistas. Obviously, it's a bit random what is built, at least in the defensive effort. And so, as a result, we now have ballistas to be able to use. And I was just complaining about that, which is actually quite funny. Can I select these? Yeah. As you can see, I can literally select these and change them around and everything. And we can decide where they go, which is actually pretty cool. I do like that customization quite a bit. And as you can see, I can even replace this catapult with another ballista if I wanted to. But personally, I don't really think that that's necessary because there are quite a few ballistas already. And it would be quite good to have one catapult. So here's my plan now. If this crashes again, which I, again, have no idea why that would actually happen, because this version of the game that I'm playing on has not had any updates in the last, well, few weeks, I guess. A few weeks, maybe a month. And I have not done anything to my game at all. I have not changed it in the least. So it's very, very strange to have a crash happen at that exact moment. It's very, very weird indeed. Anyway, let's see what I can do here. I would love to be able to do some damage with this. Oh, I was actually genuinely disappointed by me not hitting anything with that shot. Really thought that that would be a nice little hit there. Really? Am I just really bad with the ballista? Yeah. You don't have to say anything. I know. But that's the thing. I really thought that that was going to be a hit. I'm shooting above their heads, aren't I? I'm shooting above their heads. I mean, obviously there's no crosshair or anything like that, and you can't zoom in either, as far as I'm aware. You cannot zoom in, so obviously it's going to be a case of, well, just aiming by sight. And as you can see, look at that. I did get a hit, but oh, that is really not very good. I mean, one kill. Come on. What? Why was that not a hit? Did you see that? I thought the bolt went right towards them, but, well, as it stands, that doesn't usually, yeah, it seems to be very, very strange, but there you go. Ooh, that was a nice hit. I like it. I think we actually eliminated one of their vassals, potentially, which is quite nice. Okay, so I'm just going to leave this for the moment. I actually wanted to have more fun on the ballista, to be honest, but it has a very limited area which it can turn around to and everything, so you do have to make the most of it while you have the ability to shoot at opponents. Anyway, we have the siege tower to deal with. As you can see, it's not been destroyed at all, which is actually kind of strange. I think last time it was destroyed very easily, maybe because we were using catapults against it. We have to be a little bit careful, though, because if this gets destroyed, and we are standing on it, that is an instant incapacitation. So we have to be a bit careful on that. Alright, so that doesn't seem to be working out too well, does it? No, because the crosshair is not where you're going to be throwing these throwing weapons. Kind of weird, right? Yes. I'm sure someone's going to say something. Someone's going to say something like, let me see now. You just didn't use the special secret technique to make it so that your crosshair is then accurate when you're throwing weapons down from the wall. No doubt, no doubt. Anyway, let's try and see if we can get a better vantage point here. Wow, this I gotta say, this is actually pretty cool, going through these little passageways right here. And are they gonna come through the gates? Maybe I should just... Oh, hello. They are coming through the gates. They were completely murdered. Well, this is pretty nice. Maybe we should literally just... Should we just go out? I mean, you know what? Let's do it. Let's try the thing that I wanted to do before, and we're going to tell them to hold position outside, and then we're going to see how that works. I can assume the crash happened because one of the enemy vassals ended up dying. And that might happen again. Hopefully it won't, but if it does, then we might be in some problems. Murder! Murder them all! Murder them. Yes, thank you very much. These guys need to die as well. Thank you. Oh, look at him. He's going flying. That guy is dead as well. Thank you. Alright, so everyone is now starting to come down here, and you can see here... is there, where's the nearby soldiers command? I need to find the nearby soldiers keybind, because that is the one thing that I've used many times before. Right. Okay, another crash. It doesn't appear to be working, so I will have to let this be taken, I guess. That's not really great, and kind of sad, because I would have liked to continue defending, but oh well. Alright, so here we go. This is me basically just leaving Qasira, and there is an army here attempting to take Jamia Castle, so I might as well go in here and see what I can do. So this is the Sultan himself, so I might as well just fight him, right? Yeah, so let's just go in and fight. If I get a crash here, then this is going to be, I don't even know, but yeah, hopefully we're not going to get that. Okay, so Qasira's obviously going to get taken, but that is not that big a deal because they're probably going to put a very small garrison in there of about 100 units or something like that, and I can probably just go in and super speed it, and then that will be back under our control. And in the meantime, that is also going to mean that Saruk's army is going to lose their strength, their overall strength, and we want that to be diminished as much as possible. But as I say, I really enjoy these siege defenses, and for it to be ruined by crashes is very frustrating. And I can only apologize, to be honest. I can only apologize to you because I don't know what's causing it. And I know a lot of people have been playing with the same kind of mods that I'm using right now, and you're not having any problems. So it must be an issue with my system or something like that. As I say, I haven't changed anything, and we've had 2 crashes in this episode, and I have not had any crashes in the last 10 episodes. So, or very little at the very least, or, well, not that I can remember anyway, so it's kind of weird. Anyway, let's see if I can do some damage with my thrown weapons. I absolutely love using these thrown weapons. It's such a stark contrast to how I was before, because whenever I've thought about using thrown weapons, I've kind of shuddered to myself and basically just been like, ugh, this is, yeah, this is not a good weapon for me, you know, it's one of those situations. You see all these javelins just literally, all these javelins falling down from here, because it's obviously rock that they're, you know, hitting, so they're not going to get embedded in rock, but they will get embedded in sand. I think that's a very cool little detail that they've added there, because I think that it used to be the case that javelins and arrows and things like that would get embedded in basically whatever, but nowadays it's much more realistic in that sense, which is very cool. But look at the amount of javelins as well. The amount of javelins is just utter insanity. It is. Okay, wait a minute. Yes, thank you very much. Goodbye. Where are the... Why are they so far away? That's the point. Why are they so far away? They should be coming over here, you know? They should be coming over here and attempting to assist their cavalry, but they don't seem to be doing that. I have 4 thrown weapons remaining. Let me see if I can do some highly accurate damage. Wow, that was really good, wasn't it? That was much better, though. That was also bad, but a little bit better than before. And there we go. Okay, 2 out of 4. That's alright. Right? 2 out of 4 is not too bad. Oh, now... now I'm getting knocked down, of course. But I get back up again. Nothing's ever gonna keep me down. I know I made that joke in a previous episode, but I had to make it again. I mean, really, how can I not? It is one of those. Ah, what? My people still have thrown weapons to spare? Who would have thought it when they wasted them firing at that mountain that didn't deserve all of those javelins being embedded in it? Yes, very good. Yeah, they seem to be very angry at that small mountain. Oh well, never mind. Okay, well, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to tell my people to charge in, because most of the enemy do seem to be archers, actually. As you can see right here, they seem to be switching to their melee weapons, and we do want to try and survive this if we can. Maintaining my high HP value is definitely one of the priorities, so that we can continue fighting, continue taking particular fiefs nearby. And I do actually need to show you the map after this as well, because that is definitely something that you'll probably want to see. Vlandian territory, as far as I'm aware, has completely collapsed. They have literally almost just given up. And as far as I'm aware, my forces have been able to do whatever they want in that area. This really gives legitimacy to the name Berserker, doesn't it? I mean, just literally look at the amount of arrows that we currently have sticking in our body. I mean, literally, how many do we have here? Should we count them? Is it worth counting them? I don't really know. I mean, I've got one in the... Do I have one in the foot? No, I don't have one in the foot. Okay, phew. That was a close call, because I got one in the face. Oh, yes, one in the face. One in the foot, one in the face. Which one's better? Yeah, well, there you go. That, wait a minute. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 arrows sticking in us right now. That's pretty crazy. That is pretty crazy. And I'm kind of surprised we even survived that, to be honest, but I guess they were very low-tier archers, potentially. I could take this guy prisoner, but do I want to? I mean, I don't really need the cash, but how much cash do they actually have? Are they going to be able to give me a decent amount of it, or is it just going to be, you know, 10k, 20k, 30k? I mean, even if they give me that amount, it's still not that impressive. So I'm actually just going to let them go for the moment. Should I take prisoners? Yeah, I guess. I mean, I don't really need money anymore. As you can see, I have 450,000, which is pretty good, you know, not bad. And I don't think we really need to worry about any other vassals. I did, by the way, off-screen persuade a bunch of additional vassals to join us, about 2 or 3. I think we got yeah, 3, I think. Yeah. 2 were from the where am I thinking of now? Oh yes, 2 are from the Azurai. I know, pretty amazing, right? Pretty amazing that we were able to get any of those people to literally, you know, talk to us initially, because they're usually in an army, aren't they? They're usually in an army, so it's kind of amazing. But otherwise, this is what the map looks like. Yeah, pretty good, right? Not too bad, not too bad. But yes, you can see here, look at Vlandia. They have completely self-destructed. And I mean, I say self-destructed, but it's really just our army is doing the majority of the damage, of course. But you could see here we have this guy with over 1,200 units. We have this guy with over, well, he had 700, over 700 units. And we also have this fellow down here. Actually, we are not besieging this one. That is someone else taking that. And as you can see, Melodier has a decent amount of units as well. He has over 900. So, yeah, the Azurai are the only people that are really going to be standing between us and eventual victory by the looks of things. So, I don't really need to worry about anything, to be honest, because even though they have just been able to take Qasira back, that is just, you know, that is to be expected, of course. I mean, I was expecting that, you know, from all the crashes that we had and all that stuff. And the Khuzait are going to declare war against us. Oh, never mind, not the Khuzait. Who's that? Sicanus of the something or others? I have no idea. Oh, they're going in against me. Oh, okay. I'm kind of surprised that they wanted to do this, to be honest, because they are now up against, well, a fully healthy army. Maybe not a fully healthy Bruce, but a fully healthy army on the fields of battle. Maybe I should have left the siege. Maybe I shouldn't. I'm not entirely sure, but I guess we'll find out whether this was a good idea or not. Let's put them in a loose formation, as I usually like to do. Gives them much more freedom of movement whenever they're using their javelins, so they have a much wider vision range, and they were able to acquire targets much more easily, I suppose. And otherwise, I'm wondering whether we should just wait on this hill over here. You know, if we just wait on that slight incline, and then we just wait for the enemy to come closer, then we can expend all of our javelins, we can try and impale as many of them as we possibly can, and then we will weaken them so significantly from that, that hopefully that's going to result in a rather swift and easy victory for us. Because this is one of those times where we have to be a little bit careful. Well, I was not expecting them to do this, that is for sure. I was not expecting them to go after me specifically. I thought to myself, oh yes, I'm kind of safe up here, right? And it turns out no. I am indeed not. Okay, very interesting. Can I... I'm gonna die here, I think. Unless I fade into my unit's lines right here, I am probably going to die very, very soon. I really want to use my thrown weapons, but I have to block. Oh, that's such a frustrating situation. Okay, wait a minute. Maybe I'm going to be able to get a couple of... Yes, there's one. Well, there's another hit, I guess. I mean, hitting something is better than hitting nothing, I suppose. Oh... Okay. What is this? What is this? This is not a crash. I have not received the crash message. Now I have received it, I assume. No? The music has stopped. But my recording software is still working. Oh, lovely. That is very good. Okay, I apparently will have to find out what is going on then. Nothing? No, nothing is actually happening here. I have not seen any crash message. Why, game? Why do you do this to me? Why do you do this to me? It's literally the last days, pretty much, of this campaign, and the game is literally just... it's kicking dirt in my face right now. That is exactly what it is doing. I have not received any error message at all, so I guess I will just have to close the game at this point. Well, I suppose I can be thankful for one thing, and that is that Vlandir is proposing peace with us at the moment because their war exhaustion has reached a critical point. I'm going to be accepting that for a very specific reason. One of the reasons is that they literally only have 4 fiefs remaining, including their castles. And we also have Adas actually helping me down here, and he's going to try and take Qasira, which I'm very happy about, because I have been chased, okay? Literally chased from all the way over here at Iyakis by Saruk's army, and obviously I don't want to get into a battle with him, not because I can't beat him, obviously, because I think we would probably be able to beat him, but because of the crash. And that's the reason why I am going to be unable to do many of the things that I would like to be able to do. It's kind of weird. As I say, I have not changed anything about the game whatsoever, and it's been fine for a long time, so kind of weird. Anyway, we're making peace with Vlandir. This is also a good opportunity for me to speak to a bunch of my friends that are potentially a part of Vlandir as well, because that means that I might be able to get a couple more people on board, whether that means they are, whether that means they're bringing fiefs over to us or not. It doesn't really matter, to be honest. I mean, as long as they are coming over and you know, assisting us with what we need them to do, that's pretty much all I can really ask. And so you know what? Apparently we don't have any friends. Apparently we don't have any friends with the Vlandians for some reason. Okay, well, whatever the case, let's just besiege this. And hopefully Suruk's army is not going to be nearby, because he was pursuing me endlessly across Azerai territory, and I'd very much appreciate it if he would stop. Okay, there we go. We seem to be able to go in here now. And hopefully we are not going to see any kind of crash or anything like that. Whew. Did it crash? Did it crash while it was loading? Did it really? Okay, well, how's your day going? How's your day going? Because it's not going well for me so far. Yes. This is very are you okay, the horse is now moving again. The horse is moving slightly. Okay, there we go. What is going on with the game today? I have no idea. All right. Well, whatever the case, yeah, I don't need to order them to do anything, thank you. But yeah, I guess all I can say is hope your day's going well, better than me. Yeah, hope your day's going better than mine is. That is, oh, I have no idea what to even say to that, to be honest. Okay, so let's just zoom all the way up here, and then we will try to get inside and do some damage, because it's about time. I'm kind of itching to do some, well, to have fun, really, to go into the actual combat of the game and do as much damage as I can and just have a grand old time. I mean, I was having fun in those particular battles, of course, but then it was cut short rather brutally by the thing, yes. But, well, let's see what we can do here. Yes, that was me sighing. Oh, that was Bruce sighing, shall we say, because he's literally throwing these weapons and he's thinking to himself, ah yes, I'm going to hit that. No, never mind, I missed. And then repeating that over and over again. Oh, dearie me. Okay, well, quite clearly the enemy is going to escape to the keep, so there's not really much I can do to prevent that. But we have been able to capture the castle. I gotta say, I feel like the developers should change the music that plays when the defenders pull back into the keep, because it always makes me think that I've lost someone to death or something like that. That's the same music that plays whenever there's a death in your clan or something like that. And so that's kind of kind of the reason why I get a little bit like, what happened? What happened? You know? I just have to kind of calm myself a little bit every single time I hear that. Anyway, we were able to take that, which is pretty good. And as you can see, we've also taken Qasira, thanks to Mr. Adas. And we are now going to be giving this to a car. And then we're going to be moving on to Ortisia, because I do have a number of prisoners in my prisoner's hold at the moment that are... Well, this is obviously going to be under siege, which is, again, something that I don't particularly care about too much, because I'm basically just trying to remove the initial obstacles to entry, if you know what I mean. So basically just making it so that we eliminate the majority of units in that particular garrison, and then making it just that much easier for us or any other of our armies to make their way there and to take it, potentially. You know, that's the whole point of what I'm trying to do there. Anyway, let's get rid of all those prisoners. Decent amount of cash, but not that great. 43,000. Yeah, it's all right. And otherwise, this is what's currently going on, as you no doubt know. We own everything up here, with the exception of Melion Castle, Akisa Castle, and Erzina Castle, but these are very easily going to get taken, no doubt. And we also have Callias Castle, which is still owned by the Northern Empire, amusingly enough. And they also own this town down here. And otherwise, the Aserai have very few things too. Let's take a look at their combat strengths and have a look. Okay, so the Aserai have 4.4, the Khuzait have 1.3, the Southern Empire has 600, and the Western Empire has literally nothing. The Northern Empire has 2,300, Britannia has 1,000, but they have nothing in general. They have no towns, no castles. Sturgia is in the same boat where they have no towns, no castles. And Vlandia has 1.6k and 2 and 3 towns and castles respectively. So there you go. That is pretty much it. And I think we can probably, yeah, we're probably going to do one more episode. And we'll get everything under our control if it will not crash. At least I can only hope that. Cross fingers. Anyway, I thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.